built it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Diffuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to FFC. That's right, we are here, and it is week 2. Let me get that right. All right, so, sorry, Coach, I was leaking. All right, so I hope everybody had a wonderful week 1. I know I did. We'll get to that soon, but man, football, baby. We had a wonderful week of football, did we not? It was outstanding. We had a low scoring week 1, if I do say so myself. The defenses actually kind of started off pretty well. But man, we got a little bit of everything. We got deep passes, we got big runs. We saw names score that we hey, I was shocked. I was just as shocked at some of them names we saw. Alexander Madison looked pretty good with the Raiders. Hope, maybe we'll see a little bit more of that. Again, it was all week 1. Some defenses weren't ready because I really wasn't impressed with the Chargers, even though they won. And boy, oh boy, can we say the Bengals just look bad? Burrow looked hurt still. Chase clamoring for money still. Higgins dealing with an injury still. It's looking pretty rough in Cincinnati right now. But that's football, right? And who would have thought the Vikings were going to pull out that win? And man, can we say the Giants just look horrible? They're bad. The Giants are bad, people. Dabo, hey, good luck keeping that job. I'm sorry. I hate to be a mean person about saying it like that, but dude, it's bad. It's bad in New York right now. Wow. I don't know what else to say. Like the Vikings, bro, they don't have now. Look, if Sam Darnold just somehow miraculously in Minnesota turned it all around, I guess the Vikings aren't laying down like we thought. But if week 1 was just a fluke because it was the Giants, bro. Dabo, good luck, my guy. Good luck. Oh man. All right, so let's see here. Where are we? Make sure I got my banners today. So we are doing a review of the R2L League. So they have again. I believe I'm the commissioner. But so we have a fantasy league of a lot of fellas in the R2L League, and it was a 14-team league. Really exciting this weekend. So we're going to basically recap how everybody did this week. Who's in first place, all the way down who's in last place. So, but I believe it'll be a little bit because you got half the team, 7 people won, 7 people lost. So I mean, it's not really about first place outside of counting the points. That's the only reason. That's like the only way you're gonna get like the placement in a league like this early. But no, we really just want to review the games. Who did what they were supposed to do, who put the right personnel in the league, who hopefully nobody had Christian McCaffrey, because that was pretty late of a notice that we found out he wasn't playing. If I do say so myself, I don't know. I found that situation kind of iffy. However, did Coach not say don't play Christian McCaffrey week 1? Didn't I know I said it. I know I came on here. One, because I blamed the Madden curse. If you didn't think that was the play, well, look at where we are now. Because like I said, he got hurt. He got hurt in practice during the bye week after preseason. He got hurt in training or in practice. And I said it that week. No, I said it the week of drafting, like when I first came, the 3-hour premiere that we just did. I believe I said that he's most likely going to be hurt week 1. He might not play. And we're going into week 2, he might not play. I'm just saying, the Madden curse. Y'all been riding Christian McCaffrey too long. How long did you think? Running backs only good for 5 years, right? How long has Christian McCaffrey been in the league? Yeah, I get it. They gave him all that money, and that excited you? Oh, guys, you got to do the math. He has been in the league a while, playing running back. I mean, again, a running back is only viable for 5 full years. Get it? He played the catching game too. Well, okay, so he extended his running back life, what? An extra year? Dude, y'all been riding that Christian McCaffrey coattail a little bit too long. So, you ones that drafted him, I mean, I couldn't drop him in rankings. I mean, if he's on the field, he's going to do his job. But I do always tell you to be wary of stuff like this because, I mean, it's been a long time. We can't keep riding that. You got to move on. Guys got to learn to move on. You guys got to learn. You don't need to draft the same player 3 times in a row. Like, I get it. Christian McCaffrey is great. You don't have to have Christian McCaffrey to win a Super Bowl. Just saying. There are so many other players that play that position. Saquon. Saquon was ranked lower. Saquon had 3 touchdowns in his first game. Like, come on. It's not rocket science. Kane, my man, how we doing? I love it. Coombs, I love that. It's almost like I can hear it through the words. I love it. How we doing, Kane? How we doing? Let's see. I've got Evan Ingram, MHJ, and St. Brown. Yeah, they did. They pooped in that bad boy. They really, really did. Let's see. I got Khalil Shakir. Evan Ingram was the one that shocked me the most. I thought he was going to be a 2-touchdown tight end. And you know what? To be quite honest, it was the battle of the overpaid quarterbacks. And you know what we found out? Trevor Lawrence is more overpaid than Tua. I mean, they all both got the weapons, yet Dolphins win by 3. So Trevor Lawrence is more overpaid. Christian Kirk was a no-show in week 1. That kind of hurt. The rookie, Michael Thomas, was a show. That was great. Coach might take a real hit though, because I let Jameson Williams, I let Javante, or who is his name? Is Jameson Williams from Detroit? I got skipped that pick. Coach might eat that one because that boy is good. That boy is good. Joe, boss man, what's good? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Great pick on Anthony Richardson, because the way we set up the point system, that was just a smart pick. You actually might have a 30-plus point quarterback just about every week. I'd say the only way he might not score you that high is a game he doesn't drop he doesn't throw a passing touchdown. If he runs one, you could see coach allergies. You could see between 19 and 22 points if he runs one. Because remember, we get 2 points for every 25 yards down instead of 1 for quarterbacks. So depending on his yardage, he could still bump you to 22. But that's if he has no passing touchdowns. With the receivers he got, I don't know. Colts. That division might be a little tricky now. Titans, I'm not sold on. No, you got beat by the Bears, as I said. Wish we're gonna get around coaches' picks because man, y'all, some of them picks made me mad. Like y'all could have won those, man. A lot of my picks I lost hanging off of a field goal or toe. And I say, lucky toe killed me, man. I never win Thursday nights though. I don't know. So if I literally could pick the right game for Thursday night, and then people up there, they will literally wipe that. They're literally flipping the score. I don't know how. I just cannot win Thursday nights. Every other game, I got you down. Thursday nights, don't listen to coach. Go against coach. That's what we should do. Go against coach on Thursday nights. Hey, Caden, right there. You spoke the magic words in fantasy football. I did win week 1. However, you won. No matter what, who didn't do, you want to know. That's the best part. And look at that. My man Joe is 1-0. That's right. Hey, look, get ready to be 1-1. The reason why I say that, he got it in all 3 leagues. That's nice. And I know 2 of them he switched. I saw the leagues in his other. I seen the teams in the other 2. Man, Joe know what he's doing. He going against some headhunters in R2L, man. That's just look. We got Joe's team that was balanced, but he got 3 of them ones. I'm like, especially the Odell Beckham one. I don't know, Joe. That Odell Beckham one really tipped me over. We got some strong ones. We got top heavy, and we got even teams. But I don't think everybody's gonna have like I don't know, Teddy. You might be the only one, bro. You might be the league. You might be the team everybody gets beat up on. Everybody need that win, Teddy. I don't know. They might get it from you. Golly, bro, you got to make some trades, bro. Your team is killing me. How is Joe Mixon your strong play? Now, love that because that is exactly why he went to Houston. That's exactly what they're gonna do. Now, Teddy, you got to build around Joe Mixon. Now, you got to figure out. You got to make some moves to you got to fix that, bro. You got to fix it. Mike, yo, I love it. My man, Mike. Yo, this was my CA in Disney. We here to talk football basically every week. Every day I couldn't wait. If he was off, I was bored. Screw that. If he was off, I was bored. I'm sorry. I just wanted to flip burgers all night and stay quiet. Because boy, we can talk some football. I'm so excited for him to join. Welcome, Mike. Welcome. Can't wait to hear what your team is like. I am also 1-0. We will get to that Josh Allen beautiful team in a minute. And Jalen Reed, 33 points. Boy, that was awesome. But let's get over to the R2L League. So we're going to review that league's matchup for week 1. A lot of that was, I think it was Mark that had the highest points because he had 160 something, I believe. We're going to go over that here in a minute. All right, so the first matchup we had Jaden Fool versus Everything or Nothing. Jaden Fool won. Where's the score? No, that's week 2. I'm tripping. Where's week 1? There we go. Week 1 matchup. There we go. Matchup recap. Oh, I like to do that. Have fun with this, guys. All right, so Jaden Fool has beaten Zeke and Destroy. Jaden Fool finishes strong against Zeke and Destroy. Jaden Fool 1-0, beat Zeke and Destroy. 0-1, 145.48 to 138.96. Let's see. I get to read a whole cap. That is so cool. They were led by Anthony Richardson, 212 passing yards, 56 rushing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. See what I tell you? So at least if he gets you at least 1 rushing touchdown, you'll be good for 22 points. He only had 212 passing yards, 56 rushing. Let's see. With 33 points from Anthony Richardson and Brees Hall's 54 rushing yards, 33 receiving yards, and a touchdown with 26 points. Jaden Full scored first and went into Sunday's lead 10-0. That advantage slipped away from the early Sunday games, and they trailed by 8. However, Jaden Full emerged victorious with the comeback on Monday night. Yeah, I love this. Teddy, I can't wait to see what they say about your team, bro. I'm gonna keep Teddy. I'm gonna pick on you all year. You were supposed to get with me, bro. I saw your mock draft. That was great. You were supposed to get with me before you drafted. Oh my God, Teddy, you have so much work to do. I need you to get with Coach. We got to figure out what your waiver wire look like because we got to fix that team, buddy. If not, you're gonna be a punching bag all season. I'm just being honest. Let's see. There was a player on both teams that had plenty of chances but didn't capitalize on opportunities. On the winning side, Zamir White got 15 touches but only tallied 46 total yards. See, that's absolutely horrible. They're like 1.1 yard to carry. That's trash. With DeAndre Swift managed just 30 yards on 10 touches for Zeke and Destroy. Jaden Full squares off against everything or nothing in week 2, while Zeke and Destroy gets Milf Hunters. So, Zeke and Destroy, set your lineup right. You should handle Milf Hunters pretty well because Teddy got some work to do. I like this. Yo, this is so cool. This is so cool. Everybody getting a read off. Mark, I get it. Yes, you are number 1 in the league. Jesus, boy. Hey, what did he say? C's getting degrees. That's what I'm saying. Your grade is that's a draft grade. That's not even your roster grade. It's I'm grading you on the way you drafted. Like I'm looking at the way you pick players based on what rounds I believe you took them in, who's on your team, how you were able to balance your team out right. That's all the grade is for. After that don't mean nothing because it's about points. We point seekers out here, okay? And Mark had 160 points. Let's see here. Ryan Mixon and Rich. Nice. So we got another Mixon runner and Richardson runner. Now, Mike was actually big on Anthony Richardson when we talked about it in Disney. And I want to say he liked the Joe Mixon move to Houston, as I did. And if this 159 yards rushing is what we can expect from Houston, whoever drafted Joe Mixon, have a fun season, guys. He's going to have fun in Houston. I promise you. Now, what I will say, is it time to look him up yet? We'll see. I don't want to get too high on Dameon Pierce yet. We'll see. Because if he had 159 rushing yards, that honestly means Dameon Pierce barely got anything. And I barely saw him in the game. So we'll haul off on that. Seeking help from Pierce. We'll hold off on that. You only talk about my bench. I talk about everybody's bench. Your bench got to do something. I honestly don't care about your starters. Your starters are because you drafted right, but your bench is what keeps you from crashing when bye week fiasco happens. And if you think I'm playing, sit on your bench. Sit with that team with 2 players that got the same bye week, and both of them you need. You go ahead and do crap like that. 2 quarterbacks at the same bye week. What kind of mess is that? Why would you do that? Why would you make it? I don't care. Oh, I want to drop. Well, no, that's not what you drafting for. You drafting your roster to stay strong. You're not drafting your roster to. It's like, look, why would you draft a quarterback with the same bye week as your starting quarterback, right? Mind you have to play both of them. and you're just gonna drop the other one when it happens. Like, that's stupid. Why don't you just have your roster set up so you ain't got to worry about dropping? I have one spot ready to drop, one, because I drafted my roster, so I don't have to deal with all that all year. Look here. You got to come see me in my roster. You're gonna need things. Not right now. Before that trade deadline hit, you got to come see me. Am I trading? No, but that's how I want my roster built. Because if I do trade, that means I got something very substantial for my. It's just that's the way. Look, I need to upside down this. I'm not trying to be fair. I'm not trying to hook you up. I'm trying to make my roster stronger. But I don't need all these extra pieces on my roster for droppable purposes. No, if you suck on my roster when I draft you, I'm dropping you. I don't care. Why am I gonna keep you? What am I gonna hold on to you and wait for? I'm waiting for Jesus. I'm not waiting for you. Come on. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about your bench if I don't feel your bench was drafted strong enough. Like Vaughn I gave him a C minus if I'm not mistaken, or average C, because he got a top heavy team. If you got to play against that top heavy team of Vaughn every week, you're done. I'm sorry. He's got two strong wide receivers, with one of them being Tyreek Hill. You're done. I'm sorry. However, if one of those players on his starting roster goes down, he has nothing on his bench. And I told him that. I said it on the show last week. He has nothing on his bench. And if he got to pull from that bench and start somebody, he's losing immediately. It's too top heavy. You got to have like what was it, Dave, Kev, very balanced rosters from top to bottom. They can take somebody from their starting role if they want to and put it on their bench. If they honestly feel like, I don't like this matchup, I'm going to put this person on my bench and put him in the role because I like the matchup. They don't have to go do that in the waiver wire. They can go from their roster and do that. Not everybody's roster can do that. I'm sorry. Maybe you're going to have to. Then you don't have a choice, but not everybody's rosters are built that way. That's why I give you a certain grade. If your roster is built that way, it doesn't mean it's gonna win every week just because you built it that way. That's the point of a roster draft or a roster grade. I'm not a draft grade. Jesus, I can't get it out. That's the purpose of a draft grade. It's like I'm basing the grade on your strategy. It's almost like coaches guessing what your brain is thinking. Okay, that's all I'm doing. Am I right or wrong? Basically, I'm right or wrong. That's like, you don't have to agree with my grade. This is just me zoning in on looking at players that you have from your starting role all the way down to your defense. How many of y'all came at your defense? Get that defense off your team week one. Don't play that team week one. I told everybody, take the Ravens off your damn team. I said, take the Chiefs off your roster. Why? Because they're going to play each other and they're going to score more than 20 points. And what happened? Okay, I thought so. You know who you should have went and got? The Saints. Look who they played. They played the Panthers. You know who you should have went and got? Seattle. You know who you should have went and got? The Vikings, which was, hey, I ain't gonna say you should have went and got the Vikings. I ain't gonna say that. If you pick the Vikings, where you at? Because you get something for picking the Vikings defense. Damn that. Because I didn't pick. I had no idea. If you said I'm plugging the Vikings defense this week, bro, you get cheers. That was not on my radar. I'm sorry. So kudos to you for that one. All right, so let's move on to our next teams. Check out those matchups real quick. Yo, I love this readout though. This is so cool. Matchup recap. I think it's gonna be our new title too. Matchup recap. That's gonna be awesome. So next we have Everything or Nothing and Oreo McFlurry, if I said that right. Oreo McMurray. So Everything or Nothing beat Oreo McMurray. Everything or Nothing got 24 points from David Montgomery. Nice. That's nice because I think Montgomery got more than Gibbs this week. And you know what? With the Detroit Lions, unfortunately, right now they got two running backs. They got two really good running backs that they can use. Their offensive line is nice. Like, it's nice. Detroit gonna have a fun season as long as they can stay healthy. As long as they can put up points against good defenses this year, Detroit Lions gonna be pretty nice. All right, so let's see where we're at. And 22 from AJ Brown with 119 yards and a touchdown. So he's starting off as a number one receiver. I did see a couple comeback tight end routes. Just a couple. There wasn't that many. But the rest, he ran up and beat people down and caught all his passes. The one thing I like about the Eagles, anybody pay attention to something very, very particular? How many times did Jalen Hurts run in week 1? I don't think it was that many. They gave that ball to Saquon Barkley. He had over 100 rushing yards, and he had, 3 touchdowns? Here's why I bring that up. Do you know there's a stat about 100 yards being rushed by Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants? You want to hear what that funny stat line is? It's pretty bad, though, okay? It's pretty bad. I actually looked it up. And I hate to come from a man like this, but hopefully with the Eagles, it'll change. How many games in the regular season? 17? It's 18 weeks, but it's 17 games that they play, right? He's been with the Giants. How long has Saquon been in the league? 5 years? 4? You know that man only has 117. No, he only has 17 games with 100 rushing yards with the New York Giants. That's bad. Only 7. That's 17 games are in a season. Now, mind you, he was hurt. So I think a lot of that has to do with it. But I think with the Eagles, you're gonna see that in this season alone, as long as he stays healthy, and he's gonna he might. I'm not saying MVP, or he could be Offensive Player of the Year. If this is the Saquon Barkley that I guess everybody's been waiting for since his sophomore season, that breakout Saquon, this might be him. This is a great offense with him because Hurst is throwing from the pocket. So those receivers are getting open. He's even hitting Goddard. He was hurt and had a deal with back. Yeah, thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. I knew I was missing pieces. So again, with a healthy Saquon, that's what I'm hoping. That's why I hate that stat line because it's really ugly for him because he dealt with injuries and he dealt with a bad O-line. So yeah, it's just like 17 games of 100 yards and he's been here. He's been in the league for a long. You gotta remember what it all entailed. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at the numbers. There was a reason. So now take those same numbers, same ability, new offensive line, great offensive line, by the way. You won't see the tush push at all this year, by the way. Why? They got Saquon Barkley. They're gonna run the ball so efficiently. It's gonna I don't know, Eagles. I'm looking at the Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl. It's Chiefs going for the 3-peat. The boy about to get a paycheck so big he gonna shut the whole NFL down. Because y'all think he chasing the 3-peat? Nah, that buddy chasing that check. I know a check chasing when I see it. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. He's getting a 3-peat and he gonna get paid. He watching all these average people get a check. And he's got 3 Super Bowls. Boy, Patrick Mahomes about to get the bankroll. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's get back to some comments real quick. Tomo, they ran twice last qualifier game. The tush push, I must have missed it. Thank you for that. So I guess they're still running it. I thought the refs were gonna have a field day calling that, find a way to call that playback. But hey, if they're still able to run it, I gave Vaughn and Kevin A. Yes, I did, because again, they had well-balanced drafts. No, I didn't give Vaughn an A. There's no way I gave Vaughn an A because I looked at his bench, and his bench was absolutely horrible. There's no way I gave Vaughn an A. I gave Kev and Dave an A. And I think there was one other person. I think Devin got an A. Those were the only 3 A's I gave. Go watch the tape, Mark. Yeah, bro. So yeah, Rich got it. He's got a. So that's the one part about their offensive line they got to fix. Or this is no, I don't think it's an offensive line issue. I think it's his vision, the way he moves. He's got to find a better way. It's because oh my god, he takes. I know exactly what you mean. Like he keeps taking those hits. He's not gonna last. Um, but it's not. I don't think that's an offensive line issue. It's the way he moves around the pocket. It's almost Russell Wilsonist, but without being so far back with the bomb throw. You know what I mean? He's really too close to the pocket the way he does that. Yeah, he's gonna get crushed if he holds the ball too long. I don't know. Hopefully the coach they watch a lot of that in film and they can clean a lot of that up. That's like I don't know. That's the most I can get out of that. And I keep telling you, Kyler Murray. Keep telling y'all, bro. That's a little boy running around in a circle, man. Like he looked good in the first couple quarters, right? Yeah, he looked good. And then third quarter came and that was it. He died. He had nothing left. And Kyler Murray's not a good quarterback, guys. Like, stop believing in him. You sure? Let me go back and look. I couldn't. I got to go back and look because I might have said it wrong because I know I didn't give Vaughn an A. I promise you I didn't give Vaughn an A. I said his team was top heavy, and I told you when I look at your bench, I went to that bench and it was absolutely horrible. Go ask Vaughn. Ask him what I gave him. Go ask him what I gave him. He'll tell you. I might have given him a B, but I know I didn't give him an A. I believe I gave him a C. Like I said, I could have gave him a low B, but I know for sure he didn't get an A. I promise you he didn't get an A. All right. Let's head back to our recap. All right, so AJ Brown, 119 yards, 1 touchdown. To beat Oriole McFlurry, 131 yards to 123 yards. Or 131 points to 123 points. Everything or Nothing took a 56-point lead on Thursday and never looked back. I love that. Oriole McMurray was led by Jordan Mason with 36.20 points, 147 rushing yards. Good job with Jordan Mason. And Rashad White, who scored 24 points, 31 rushing yards, 75 receiving yards. Third round pick, Marvin Harrison Jr. disappointed from Oriole McMurray, putting up 1.40 points. I mean, he has Kyler Murray as his quarterback. I stayed away from that. I'm sorry. You're a rookie and you're the potential number one. I want no part of that. Everything or Nothing. And I said that on my show. Everything or Nothing kicks off the season in 7th place, or McFlurry starts off in 10th place. Nice. Jonathan Taylor had plenty of chances for Everything or Nothing, but he logged just 48 yards on 16 touches. You know, I'm not too upset about not drafting him. Buddha, good luck with that one. There are a few spots where Oriole McMurray wishes he could get a do-over, as Chris Godwin could have started in place of Drake London, which is true, or Michael Pittman. Yeah, not a good game for Michael Pittman. Any of those points differentials would have changed the outcome. Next week, Everything or Nothing takes on Jaden Full, 1-0. While Oriole McMurray gets command time at 1-0. So McMurray, you better be careful. You could fall to 2-0 because Mark got a strong team. All right, and Joe, don't sit on that 1-0 too happily. That might get taken away from you. All right, next up, we got MILF Hunters and Maze Corner. All right. Mays Corner rallies against MILF Hunters. Each team had big primetime performances in what turned out to be a 144 to 123 Mays Corner victory. Mays Corner had an excellent Sunday night win with 71 points on Sunday Night Football, 50% of their total score. Wow. And MILF Hunters put up a not too shabby Monday night of their own with 44 points on Monday Night Football, 36% of their own score. The late match fireworks were impressive, as the original projections called for Mays Corner to have 44 points on Sunday night, while MILF Hunters was expected for 35 points on Monday night. Mays Corner was led by Rashad Stevenson, who contributed 34 points to the effort, 120 rushing yards and a touchdown. My mistake on Ramondre Stevenson, especially did it against the what's the people's name? The Bengals. Now, give me a couple more weeks when the defenses get a little tougher, and let me see if Ramondre is still doing that. Then I'll give my apologies. Mays Corner 1-0, starts the season in 4th place, while MILF Hunters, at least you ain't in last place, Teddy. You debut at 0-1 in 11th place. There was one important starter on Mays Corner that let some chances slip through his hands despite being targeted 9 times. Amari Cooper could only manage 2 catches. Golly. Y'all paid that man all this extra money? Oh, whatever. That's what the NFL do now. They got cash. Here, take it all. Next week, Mays Corner squares off against Yadun's son, while MILF Hunters faces Zeke and Destroy. All right. I love this. Next, we have Command Time. It's Command Time. It's like the only way the Commanders are going to get a championship is through Mark. Oh, that was a punch. All right. Command Time against In Dak We Trust. Dan Cardo, you lost to Mark, bro. Week 1. I know it's fantasy football. It happened, bro. Sorry. I'm the commissioner. I can take punches. Y'all wanted to fire me, remember? All right. It's Command Time put up the highest point total in the league this week. You just love hearing that, don't you, Mark? Thumping. I love this. Thumping In Dak We Trust 169.56 to 109.60. This beatdown was revenge for a loss to Dak and Dak We Trust in their last meeting a season ago. What? Yeah. R2L, we got to keep this league going forever, yo. This is awesome. I got to read that again. This beat down. Producer, you hear me? That's what they wrote. These words don't even come from me. This is what the NFL app wrote it. Yeah, I am literally reading. If I can show my phone. Oh, I won't let me show the screen. I'm reading a recap. This is amazing. I'm gonna say it again. This beatdown was revenge for a loss to In Dak We Trust in their last meeting a season ago. Can we say revenge game? Oh no. Yo, they done gave coach too much arsenal. This isn't good. Like, again, this beat down, Ricardo. You took a beat down this week because of beat down you gave him last year. They're saving the files, my guy. They kept the receipts, fellas. The NFL app is keeping the receipts. He gave it all to coach. I got a notebook now. Oh my goodness, I'm keeping notes. I'm tallying, guys. We're in trouble. Oh my goodness. This is how you talk noise. I love this. All right, let's keep going. If I read that line one more time. Kenneth Walker III led In Dak We Trust with 28 points, 103 rushing yards. And that's what I freaking love. I don't have Kenneth Walker, but I love the fact that this is the Kenneth Walker we finally seeing. Like, thank you, Kenneth. I get it. It's week 1. Still waiting for defense, but Broncos defense wasn't too bad, but 103 rushing yards, which you want to see in the third year of Kenneth Walker in the NFL. Anything less than that, bro, we're having questions. I'm serious. So I love seeing that. While Jordan Love brought in 20 points, 260 passing yards, and a touchdown interception, and you unfortunately lost your quarterback to coach's couch for about another 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks. It's gonna be pretty. I'm a little worried about Green Bay without Jordan Love. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what Malik Willis is gonna do. I got Jalen Reed. I'm telling you right now, I might be taking the L next week. My producer says it's done. Stop it. Put nobody in the game. Take them out. The next 8 weeks will be sad. Look, if they can hold on, I think and get maybe 4 wins out of the time that he's out, they can still make it to the playoffs with 9 wins. I think. I'm just speaking hopes. I'm speaking hopes. I don't know. Detroit actually might run away with this just because Jordan Love is out. Like that actually might be what it happens. I'm be honest with you. Detroit, it's wide open for Detroit right now. With 8 weeks, I'm sorry, 6 weeks without your starting quarterback is just too long, man. Like, especially when your backup is with again, unless Malik Willis comes in and wins all these games. I mean, that's the only way. But I don't think so. He's not. I don't think he's good. I don't know why the Packers traded for him. I don't know. We're gonna find out next week or this week. We're gonna find out in week 2. Anyway. So let's see here. 6th round pick, Evan Ingram struggled for Dak We Trust. He struggled for a lot of people, guys. Sorry. He is the villain this week. Putting up 1.5 in command time. It's command time kicks off the season in first place. While Dak We Trust debuts in 13th place. Kyron Williams had plenty of chances for his command time, but logged in just 54 total yards on 21 touches. Yeah, he didn't do too good for me either. But we did get a touchdown out of it. That's what's important. It's command, and we should have had 2. Oh, we should have had 2, bruh. Yo, the NFL gods, they hate me sometimes. They hate me. Like, why didn't you want me to crush Lance? I had you left me with 143 points. You could have let me do it. Like, you had every chance for Jamar could have got 1 more, and Kyron could have got 1 more. You took those from me. That's cool, though. That's cool. I ain't care. I still won. I'm telling you, I'm smarter than the football guys. I don't care if I'm gonna take an L next week. So I'm saying, and sometimes they punish me for it. It's not my fault. You should have gave this brain to somebody else. You put it in my head, and I love football. I put it together, and I'm a winner. How about that? Anyway, it's command time takes on McMurray. McMurray, you in trouble. In week 2, while Dak We Trust matches up against Stat Stuffers. All right, so that was a really good one. That was good. Oh, I didn't even read the title. In command time, Rocks and Dak We Trust finally beats them. They had a headline for it. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, who's next? You're done, son. And Redeem Team. Your done son wins against Redeem Team. Your done son put up the second. Oh, he love hearing that. Come on, Tomo. Come on here and gloat, bro. You're second behind Mark. How about that? How that make you feel? Oh, man. So your done son put up the second highest score this week and defeated Redeem Team 148 to 120. Redeem Team just cannot match up against your done son. That's messed up. Who extended their career unbeaten streak to 3 games in the series. No! I get to say it. Tomo, you are 3-0 against Redeem Team. You ain't redeeming nothing. You got the receipts. Oh my goodness. Oh, did they really just say that, man? Redeem team just cannot match up against your dunce. Who extended their career unbeaten streak to 3 games in this series. We just here to put numbers on. Oh man, yo, this is beautiful. Oh my God, I love this. All right. Redeem team was led by Jalen Hurts with 26 points, 278 passing yards, 33 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Looking a little Josh Allen-ish. Isaiah Pacheco, who scored 23 points, 45 rushing yards, 33 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Willie, you bragging because you got happy when you saw Isaiah Pacheco score a touchdown. And I told you in that chat, bruh, relax. Your first round pick scored 15 points. Calm down. My fourth round pick scored 33. Calm down, Willie. It's Isaiah Pacheco, okay? It's the little leg, big body. Calm down. 45 rushing yards. I'm not impressed. 5th round draft pick Rome Odunes failed to impress for Redeem team, putting up 210. Well, I mean, it's a rookie with a rookie. What did you expect? I didn't see nobody coming out that like it's too early for both of them to get the connection you guys are expecting. I'm surprised you started that kid. I really am. I started Brian Thomas because Brian Thomas replaced Calvin Ridley. They used a rookie to replace a number 2 spot. That means that rookie is taking on what? Single coverage. And he's in my flex. He's not in my number 1 spot. You see what I'm saying? Now, the number 1 spot went to Jalen Reed. Same deal, too. He only put up 8 points, but he's coming off a leg injury. I'm going to let that one ride. I still put up 143 points. You know, Josh Allen, the god of fantasy football and all, you know. Again, he's a 30-point player every game. Why wouldn't I not take that with a 3rd pick? I don't care that he's quarterback. He puts up 30 points a game. You got to know how to chase the points, people. All right. Let's see here. Where were we? Your Dun Son starts off the season in 2nd place, while Redeem Team debuts in 12th. Your Dun Son takes on Mays Corner. And week 2, while Redeem Team battles Literal Kev Kawkaw, who is 0-1 as well. All right, so somebody got to win that game, right? All right, Tomo. Tomo. You 3-0 in the series, bro. I can't believe that game. Hey, y'all need to keep this league forever, bro. These stats are just gonna keep growing. We can make our own NFL right here in fantasy, right here. Like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. We gotta get a trophy, Joe. We gotta go. I have not seen a trophy spot around here in Florida, which is weird. In Miami, I haven't found one. If anybody knows of a trophy spot, we need to get a trophy for the R2L League pronto. And I will put the funds in the Cash App so we can get that going. Anyway, next up, big game. Stat Stuffers versus Bang Bang Niner Gang. Stat Stuffers gets victory over Bang Bang Niner Gang. Stat Stuffers beats Bang Bang Niner Gang, who has trouble scoring points this week, 138 to 105. This win was revenge. Oh, another revenge, bro. Here we go with the revenge games. What you do to him last year, bro? This win was revenge for a loss to Bang Bang Niner Gang in their last meeting a season ago. Here we go. Payback. Saquon brought in the highest score in the league this week with 45 points, 109 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a receiving touchdown for Bang Bang Niner Gang. Bang Bang Niner Gang's 5th round draft pick, Brandon Ayuk, contributed nothing. Well, look, Coach said it personally too. I'm not touching none of these people that got paid. I don't want anyone that got money. First of all, the struggle is going to be they're going to be heavily defended, and they're going to be that quarterback is going to stay away from them for like the first few weeks, depending on the defensive matchup. If it's easy, like again, I don't know if Sam Darnold is the second coming quarterback we've ever saw, or if it was just the fact that the Giants are just that bad. Like everybody scored, everybody in Minnesota scored. Like when you like, I don't think Sam Darnold's that good. I just don't, but I could be wrong. We'll find out. If he was that good, he would have started over Brock Purdy. I'm just. If he was that good, he would have started over Zach Wilson. I'm just throwing it out there. There was one starter on Bang Bang Niner game that let some chances slip away. Even though Keenan Allen saw a total of 11 targets, he reeled in just 4. Well, there were some bad passes too. I tell you what, every time I saw Keenan Allen not catch a pass from Caleb Williams, all I saw was that film in practice. Oh, hell no. That's all I kept hearing in my head when he underthrew Keenan Allen. Like, oh, I made the biggest mistake in my life. So we'll see how that turns out. It wasn't all bad news for Bang Bang Niner game, as they did put together a team, real-life winners. Every starter except for Cleveland Browns defense took part in winning effort this week. Cleveland, I don't know what's going on over there, man. Like now this boy got another case or allegation. That ain't what we talk about here on fantasy football, though. So next week, Stat Stuffer takes on Indackley Trust, while Bang Bang Niner Gang faces Stone Cold Said So. All right, last but not least, we have Literal Kev Call versus Stone Cold Said So. Stone Cold Said So rallies to beat Literal Kev Call. Stone Cold Said So got the third highest player points this week from who? Josh Allen for 39 points. Hold on, before we finish that, we got a big question here on the screen. Coach has to stop with the question. Hope I'm saying your name right. Bronson, if I'm saying that right, give me a yeah. Trade Debo and Waddle for Justin Jefferson, or Debo and Keon Coleman and Terry McLaurin for Justin Jefferson. Are you riding high on the first game? Hold on. Because I got to go look at something. Because we don't want to get too crazy yet. Not yet. Let's go look at something first. I just want to make sure I'm not seeing something that everybody else hasn't said. All right. Coach likes to look at the numbers. All right. Where are you at? All right. So you have Debo. You have Waddle. You have Keon Coleman. Let me look at one more thing. Because you seem like a first-time watcher. And when you come to Coach's show, Coach got to give you the gritty. He gives you the truth. But I got to make sure my numbers are correct before I do that. Hell no. That is a big hell no. We're not doing that. That's crazy. Well, you have 2 number one wide receivers. I don't care that Waddle battles off with against Tyreek Hill. He just got paid. Dude's gonna get his target. You will not trade for Justin Jefferson. No. And Keon Coleman, and yet if you want to trade Terry McLaurin and find somebody else on your lower roster, if you have another receiver, or actually Keon Coleman and Terry McLaurin for Justin Jefferson actually might not be a bad idea. Here's why. I don't know, because I don't know. Justin, he's the number one receiver over there, and if I'm gonna say, if you're putting that trust in Sam Darnold, don't do that. 208 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Don't do that. Now, if you're putting that fully into Justin Jefferson, and you can take the 15, 20 points instead of, because he's at least getting you something, and that you have your flex, you have your Stark, you still got Waddle, and you still got Debo. I would say yes. Go ahead, trade McLaurin and Keon Coleman and see if you can get Justin Jefferson. If you can sweeten the deal, only because McLaurin is scary, right? If you can sweeten the deal and add a third player, see if there is a running back you don't mind coughing up. So make it a 3-for-1. It's Justin Jefferson. You got to be smart about this. He might decline it just because it's Keon Coleman and Terry McLaurin. Like, why would I don't? But if you can sweeten in there with a nice running back, maybe if you got Josh Jacobs, I know that sucks. Don't worry about that. If you got other running backs, you're just gonna have to ride with a receiver in your flex for a while until you can find another running back out of the flex that pops up. So you might have to cough up a decent running back with those two receivers if you're trying to get Justin Jefferson. So I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say no to Waddle and Debo. Keep them. Definitely keep them. But trade Coleman and McLaurin and a running back if you can. That's what I would do. Hold on real quick. All right, we're back. All right, so let's go back to the comments real quick before we finish. Hey, that's the stuff we got to hold on to. You 3-0 against Buddy. You got to hold on to that. All right. So back to that trade question. Yeah, so back to your question. Keon Coleman, Terry McLaurin, and a running back if you can. If you can trade that with and get Justin Jefferson. All right, so let's see. Back to our last game. Because Stone Cold said so. They say he's third highest with points this week from Josh Allen with 39 points, 232 passing yards, 39 rushing yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. Ching ching. Oh man, I love that. And he raced a 13.36 deficit on Sunday night, taking down literal call. Excuse me, 142 to 133. This upset was revenge for a loss to literal Kev in their last meeting a season ago. Jalen Reed led literal Kev call with 33 points, 138 receiving yards, 33 rushing yards, and a touchdown, rushing touchdown, and a passing touchdown. Dude was everywhere. I love it. While Brian Robinson racked up 23 points, 40 rushing yards, 49 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Literal Kev Call's 5th-round draft pick, Dalton Kincaid, was brutal in this game, getting 2.10 points. If only he would have started Isaiah Likely. All right. Because Stone Cold said so, kicked off the campaign in 5th place. Little Kev Call opens in 9th. Austin Eckler probably deserved more touches because Stone Cold said so, as he put up a whopping 62 total yards in just 6 touches. Man, he actually should have. Jeez. Next week, Stone Cold said so. Against Bang Bang Niner Gang, while Little Kev Call matches up against Redeem Team. Yo, I love these recap reviews. This is so cool. All right, so we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to go over. What are we going to go over real quick before we go? Where are my banners? We're going to do we're going to do a recap of week 1 fantasy football. So when we come back, I have some stat lines for basically players that did good, players that crapped the bed, our villains and our heroes. So when we come back, you guys stay tuned. We have that, and we have, I forgot to look at the other one. Oh, that's it. We just have our week 1 recap, villain and heroes. And that'll be it for today's show. So when we come back, we will get right into that. So stay tuned. We're going to a quick commercial break.
Yo, my name is Lambo Anlo.
This is Dimitri.
This is Ed Hahn.
My name is Daryl Julian, and this is
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Refuse to Lose Sports.
Refuse to lose sports.
Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, they never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them.
Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah, refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah, no time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah, refuse.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. All right, so let us kick off our villains and heroes section. We're going to start with our most outstanding players for the entire week. We have at number 1, Saquon Barkley, 109 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 receptions for 23 rushing yards and a touchdown. We had Jalen Reed, 33 rushing yards, 1 touchdown for 4 receptions and 138 yards for 1 touchdown for 33.1 points. Saquon had 33.2. Josh Allen, 18 for 23, 232 yards, 2 touchdowns on 39 rushes, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble. 2 touchdowns passing and 2 touchdowns rushing and 1 fumble for 31.2 points. Baker Mayfield out here balling, 24 for 30 for 289 yards and 4 touchdowns and 21 rushing yards for 29.7 points. And Jalen Daniels, rookie, great week, 17 for 24. I like those numbers. 184 passing yards. Those will get there. He's a rookie. 184 is actually really good for his first week. 88 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. No turnovers. Pay attention to that. So great job for these studs this week. And our top villains. Travis Kelce, 3 receptions, 34 yards, 6.4 points. It might be your haircut, buddy. Mark Andrews, 2 receptions for 14 yards, 3.4 points. Isaiah Likely took your job. It's okay. Chris Olave, 2 receptions for 11 yards for 3.1 points. I don't know. It's something there with Chris Olave. I'm not sold on. Like I don't know. Maybe the Saints and him just don't mix together, but something there for me just doesn't work. Marvin Harrison Jr., a rookie with Kyler Murray. I'm not sure what you guys expected, but 1 reception for 4 yards, 1.4 points. And Michael Pittman, 4 receptions for 31 yards for 7.1 points. The no-shows of week 1. All right, so our Sunday night winners, we had Cooper Kupp at 10 rushes for 14 yards. Actually, no, I'm not going to read that again because he's in the receiving spot. Our quarterback, sorry, that's where we go. So we already read Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield and Jay Daniels. Behind all three of them, behind all three of them, we have Anthony Richardson, 9 for 19. That's absolutely horrible. 212 yards for 2 touchdowns and an interception and 56 rushing yards and a touchdown for 26.1 points. Lamar Jackson, 26 for 41, which is also horrible, for 273 yards, 1 touchdown, 122 rushing yards, and a fumble for 25.1 points. There we go. Top running backs, we read our Saquon already. Joe Mixon, 159 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 3 receptions for 19 yards for a total of 26.8 points. I think Joe Mixon is going to do real good in Houston. Javon A-Chain, 24 rushing yards. Jesus Christ. 1 touchdown for 7 receptions for 76 yards. Okay. That's what his yards are. For a total of 23 points. J.K. Dobbins, that worries me, though. He's a running back with more receiving yards than he has rushing yards. I don't know. J.K. Dobbins, 135 rushing yards. Nice. 1 touchdown, 3 receptions, 4 yards. 22 points. I like that he had 135 rushing yards with the Chargers. He might have found him a home. Jordan Mason, 147 rushing yards, a touchdown, 1 reception for 5 yards for a total of 22.2 points. So good job on these running backs, minus Javon A-Chain. That rushing is horrible. All right. Top receivers over the weekend. Jaden Reed. Did I read him already? I think I did. He was already read. Okay, we won't read him again. We'll leave it alone. He had 30 points. We'll leave it alone. Cooper Kupp, 10 rushing yards, 14 receptions for 110 yards and a touchdown, 32 points. Allen Lazard, 6 receptions for 89 yards, 2 touchdowns for 26 points. Tyreek Hill, 7 receptions, 130 yards for a touchdown for 26 points. Jameson Williams, 13 rushing yards, 5 receptions for 121 yards and a touchdown for 24 points. That boy balled out, man. I watched that game. He was tearing the Rams a new one. I'm sorry. All right, our tight ends. We have Isaiah Likely, 9 receptions, 111 yards for a touchdown. Kev, and 26 points. We have Foster Moreau, 4 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown with 14.3 points. Nice job, Foster. Brock Bowers, 6 receptions for 58 yards with the Raiders for 11 points. Kyle Pitts, 3 receptions, 26 yards, 1 touchdown, 11 points. I'll take it because I had them and I got them 11 points. And Jawan Johnson, 2 receptions, 2 for 26 yards and a touchdown. Jesus Christ. He's a red zone target. Oh, my God. He's going to haunt me all season just because Carr is going to find him in the end zone. I guess, whatever. He's trash. Let's see here. Defense. Bears with 26 points, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, 3 sacks, 1 block, 17 points against for 26 points. My goodness. I missed out on them. I picked Seattle. Seattle was technically there, and then they kind of let the Broncos go on. But I'll take the 9 points. It wasn't too bad. Bears, though, wow. Vikings. Again, I didn't see this one. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 5 sacks. Jeez, 6 points again. 5 sacks. Wow, y'all just let James Jones get beat up. That's what that was. Oh man. Cowboy for 21 points. Cowboys 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, 6 sacks for 17 points, 19 points. They tore the Browns a new one. Saints defense, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble recovery, 4 sacks, 10 points against for 16 points. Chargers, 1 interception, 2 fumble recoveries, 4 sacks, 10 points against for 15 points. And kickers, Jake Moody, 2 for 2, over 39 yards, 2 for 2 for 40 to 49 yards, 2 for 2 for 50 plus, 2 extra points for 26 points. Vaughn, I owe you an apology. I believe you still won, but I owe you an apology. I told you to drop Chris Boswell. I'm not sure if you did. If you did, my apologies. But he went off. 1 for 1 from 39, 2 for 2 from 40 to 49, 3 for 3 for 50 plus for 26 points. Blake Group, 1 for 1 over 39, 1 for 1, 40 to 49, 2 for 2, 50 plus. 5 extra points for 22 points. Brandon Aubrey, 2 for 2 for 40 from 40 to 49, 2 for 2 for 50 plus, and 3 extra points for 21 points. And Kyrie Fairbairn, who did go nice. He did have a nice game. 3 for 3 for 50 plus and 2 extra points for a total of 17 points. This is brought to you by Fantasy Football. This is a page that I find, a page that I follow on Instagram. All right. The perfect team in fantasy football this week would have been Josh Allen for 31 points. I had him at quarterback. Let's see. Saquon Barkley at 33 points. I had to face that. Joe Mixon at 26 points as your RB2. Jaden Reed as your RB1. I had that. So I had the number 1 quarterback and I had the number 1 receiver on my team. Wide receiver number 2, Cooper Kupp for 32 points. Isaiah Likely at tight end for number 1 for 26 points. Flex, Alan Lazard for 26 points. We'll see how that continues. Bears defense for 26 points. And Jake Moody for 26 points, which would have given you for week 1 a total of 261 points. And the worst team in fantasy football would have been Joe Burrow with 8.1 points. Jesus. Zamir White with 4.6 points as your RB1. Your RB2 at DeAndre Swift at 5 points. Running back 1, Marvin Harrison Jr. at 1.4 points. Chris Olave at your wide receiver 2 with 3.1 points. Evan Ingram, 1.5 points at your tight end. Dalton Kincaid at your flex for 2.1, which I hope nobody had. But hopefully he was just at everybody's tight end. Chiefs defense at -2. I told y'all to not play either the Chiefs or the Ravens. And Greg Zuerlein with 1 point at kicker. That would have brought you at week 1 to a the worst team score at 24.8 points. That's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. I like reading off those numbers. That's so cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a great show today. We had an awesome time. So listen up. Next week. Not next week. I'm sorry. What am I talking about? Tomorrow. Great. We will be tuning in again for our start and sit episode and for coaches picks again. Because that's tomorrow. I'll go over the picks that I made for week 1, and then we'll make our picks for week 2, and then we'll get into our start and sit. So that probably might be a shorter episode. So that's what we're going to do each week. So coach makes sure he has enough time and doesn't have like 3-hour cinemas. We're going to break it up to 2 days a week. So we had this show today and we have our next show tomorrow. So please stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. Again, it is a recap of week 1 for all the teams. So we can tally up how I did, how many wins and losses I had for week 1. And we have our start and sits and any questions that you have about your lineups going into week 2. So stay tuned for tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Be there or be square. All right. Coach is giving out some good information, so don't miss it. I appreciate everybody that tuned in today. We had a great Coach is out.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.